Carnivore 30-Day Challenge Day 3. Well, good morning. That coffee pot makes this coffee hotter than any coffee pot we ever owned. I guess because it's stainless steel. But anyway, this is day number 3, and we are January the 8th, 2025. So, how was your all's night last night? Mine's still not so good. I kept waking up. Then I woke up 4:35 this morning, hurting awful. And then I finally fell back asleep, and then I didn't wake back up till 10:30. I do not like sleeping that late. But anyway, here in a little while, I'll drink my coffee. If it doesn't make me nauseous again today, I'll drink my coffee. Then I'll get up and fix, my girls are home because of the snow, so I'll fix us some breakfast, and I'll show you what I fix. Unless Savannah beats me to it. It's so late, she might beat me to it and fix her home. But, and by the way, the next time I don't think I'll do the dollop of whipped cream I made yesterday. I thought I'd try that. I think I need to buy me one of those. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a reusable whipped cream gun like thing. You have to buy, I think it's not CO2, it's something. Anyway, it's little rechargeable little gas things. But anyway, you put your cream and, you know, sugar, sweetener, or just cream, and then it squeezes it out. When you squeeze the trigger, it, you know, puts it out just like a whipped cream can. So I think I might invest in one of those here fairly soon. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I fix breakfast. Okay, I've got Bella's pancakes done, and they turned out a little better than yesterday. My whipped cream left over from yesterday, and it's kind of tasting a little old, so I wish I'd made some fresh, but but they're okay. I mean, they're not. And I'll link that video, because I did make a video to how I done Bella's pancakes. I'll link it in the description box. I just told my husband I'll be so glad when I quit feeling so drained. I just got up and made these pancakes and bacon and put my youngest some chicken nuggets in the air fryer, which wasn't hard. And I'm just exhausted now. I'm gonna try to sweep a little bit and then maybe go rest, and maybe this food to kind of kick in and give me some energy. But I'm starting to think maybe I'm going through the keto flu. This is day 3, because I noticed earlier I was getting hot, so I had to change my clothes. And I went up to go change clothes, and I'm just aching. And that could be just me with my conditions I have, or it could be the keto flu. You never know with me. But I just know I'm aching and I'm exhausted. So hopefully I'll get over this soon. After I eat the breakfast, I'm gonna make me one of my electrolyte drinks, because that's one thing you definitely got to have is sodium salt. You want a good kind though. You don't want like the white table salt that's stripped of all of the nutrients that's in salt. You want something like Redmond real salt, pink Himalayan, Celtic salt, and I think there's another one. I know there's another one, I just can't think what it's called. But you want something that's got the minerals in it. That salt is not what's bad for us and will shoot our blood pressure up. It's the table salt that's stripped of everything that is not good for our body. You do lose a lot of sodium whenever you're on this type of diet, so you have to replenish that sodium and your other electrolytes for that matter, like the magnesium and the potassium. But anyway, I feel like I'm just not making a bit of sense right now. So I'm gonna eat, sweep, rest a little bit, and then maybe get up and clean some more. Well, I ate 3. That's what's left of the 4th one, and I ate all my bacon. I'll be honest, the whipped cream, which it's real whipped cream, that's, I think, what makes this tolerable to me. And I'm kind of sick to my stomach. I don't know. I guess that's just part of it, and I'll eventually get over it. But I want to be real with you guys with my experience. I was going to show you, I got these back in September when I went keto, and I got them at Walmart. They're back there in the, like the diabetic area where all the diabetic monitors and supplies are, because of course with, you know, your diabetics, sometimes they have to, especially your really bad diabetics, they have to keep an eye on their ketones, but for a whole different reason. So I think I'm going to try, even though it's midday now. It's 2, okay, it's not coming, it must be dead. It's I think it's 2:30. So I'm going to try it and just see where my ketone level is at the moment. Okay, it looks like, as of right now, and I could have had more in my urine this morning, but to me it looks like about a trace. It's not, it's pinker than the negative, so it's a trace right now. And I'm not surprised, because I went from a really sugary, you know, standard American diet to this, you know, just 2.5 days ago. So it probably 3 or 4 more days, and I think I'll be at least moderate ketones in my urine, maybe even large. Okay, just wanted to show you that. I'm going to make some brown butter bites. You just take 1 or 2 sticks of butter, whatever you want. This is unsalted. I'm going to add just a sprinkling of salt, because I'm going to add more on the top of that flake salt. And you just cook it until it starts to turn brown, and then you pour it in like either an ice tray or some kind of a silicone tray, and then you put it in your freezer. And I like to put them in my coffee, and a lot of people use that as, they call it carnivore candy. So I've not ate anything since those pancakes this morning. I was like more closer to 1:30 today. Yeah, I'm just so sick to my stomach today, which that's a part of it. I knew this would probably happen. I think I'm going to get me some more of that yogurt. And I think that's the only thing I can even think of right now that if I eat it might settle my stomach. And then maybe a little bit later on tonight, which right now it's almost 7. I didn't even feel like going to church tonight. I'm just sick to my stomach, weak. I sound like a big baby right now. I'll come back when that's almost done. And once it's completely melted and it starts to, I'm gonna turn down my heat a little bit. You just want to make sure that you stir it pretty frequently. And what happens is those milk solids will start to turn brown and caramelize. And it makes it like a caramely flavor to it. See, it's not as foamy as it was. I mean, it's still bubbling, but it's not as foamy because a lot of that because a lot of the water that was in the butter has boiled off. Now it should start to caramelize here pretty soon. Well, for whatever reason, it decided to foam back up. I was trying to show you. It's still pretty yellow under there. This is editing April. I'm not real sure if that was a different brand of butter or what and why it bubbled up so much, but I couldn't hardly see my coloring, and I did overcook it some. It's hard to tell, but when you move, when you can try to get the foam to move over, you can see that it's turning brown. And you definitely see some specks in it. So I think we're good enough. If I quit spilling it. I have let that go just a smidgen too far because the brown bits almost look like black bits, so won't know until this cools down. Now I'm just laying a little bit of flake salt on top of these. Okay, I did slide it on a pan. Should have done that to begin with. Okay, let them freeze. Well, it's like 8:40 p.m. I did eat that yogurt earlier that I showed you, but I'm still so sick. So I thought, I was laying in bed thinking, what can I do? And I had bought that beef broth yesterday, so I thought I might warm me up a cup of that and drink that. That might soothe my belly, so we're gonna try that. That's not too bad. It almost feels soothing, so I think maybe it will soothe my belly. But I'm gonna drink this and then go to bed. So hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Hey, if you like this video, you may want to check out my previous video or my previous series. Talk to you soon.